Welcome back. St. Lucia is known for its delectable fruits which flourish on island, many wishing to capitalize on the abundance of fruits that proliferate and oftentimes go to waste on the island may have come across restrictive roadblocks. Looking towards the future, Export St. Lucia says that dialogue has begun with key stakeholders in the U.S. to allow certain fruits the opportunity to be exported to this vital market. Solange Alfred reports.
Juicy mangoes and tart golden apples from St. Lucia may be making their way to the United States market in the near future. CEO of Export St. Lucia, Sunita Daniel, assures that discussions with U.S. FDA officials may soon open the pathway for exports of these local fruits, which are currently restricted.
We all know during mango season, lots of mangoes all over the ground, falling everywhere, but there's demand for that mango in the USA. However, these St. Lucian products are not allowed entry into the USA. We had discussions with the US FDA, and they've given us a contact at the US Department of Agriculture, and we have started talking to the Ministry of Agriculture to look at how we can lift those restrictions for St. Lucian exporters. So I have already spoken with the PS of Agriculture, and that's something Agriculture will be working with us on. So very soon, in short order, we should see the export of golden apples for now and mangoes to the US market.
She says continued efforts by Export St. Lucia to promote economic growth looks to occur on both a large and small scale production.
Getting St. Lucia off that list, restricted list for mangoes and golden apples, would allow our smaller farmers to export mangoes and golden apples to a distributor, and these persons deal with long extended contracts. So we've already told them we have a growing season. This is the season that's there, so you know beforehand this is the time period within which we can really give you that product, that fresh product in that form, and they're willing to do that for the mangoes and golden apples.
Daniel notes that many facets of this initiative are currently still in discussion, like preservation of the product to ensure longevity.
The other thing we really need to look at is how do we add shelf value to those products, and I think that's what Paradise Foods is doing in Foaso. Is looking at how you do pulping of the mango, so that even though you cannot send it in its form, that you could actually add value to it and send it as a pulped product, or dried golden apple, and that's what they're doing with the mangoes, dried mangoes. And so all of those things, if we are able to get rid of those restrictions, that opens up an avenue for our exporters and our small farmers, particularly to increase their revenues.
The USDA current regulation that restricts entry of mangoes from all Caribbean islands was due to the fruit's past of harboring mango weevil. The mango weevil larvae is a type which fed in and destroyed the seeds of mangoes. However, the process of irradiation allows for the mangoes to be shipped free of any weevils. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
Thank you, Solange. At a recent press briefing, the CEO of Export St. Lucia, Sunita Daniel, revealed that the UK market has highlighted its interest in St. Lucian sea moss. Daniel said Export St. Lucia will now look to foster growth with sea moss producers on island to meet the demand of the UK market, as well as new market demands in the state of California.
There is also confirmed demand for sea moss. In the sea moss, one of the distributors has actually told us that there is huge demand in California for the sea moss. And although we've seen that demand also in the UK, we think that it can only augur well for our sea moss producers if we're able to expand that for them. So we will be talking with our sea moss producers to try to fill in those contracts.
Meanwhile, Daniel assured that during Export St. Lucia's recent trip to the USA, many ties were developed within various sectors of the economy. She noted that an invitation for artists has been presented to allow St. Lucians to showcase in Miami.
We have a major invitation to an art show in Miami. So even for our artists, Barbados currently uses that same person. It's called the Prism Art Show, and St. Lucia, we presented some of the artists' work from St. Lucia, and we've been invited to participate in that art show. What is going to happen is that the curator will be coming to St. Lucia to choose which of the artists' work they would like to display. So that's really important for us. We also have an invitation to the Miami Carnival. One of the things we discussed with them was using more of our local artists in the lineup. They have given an indication that they're open to doing that, but also using our local designers and getting a tie-up for our carnival bands with the carnival bands in Miami. So we have already made those contacts.
Daniel affirmed that carnival bands in St. Lucia have already been briefed on this opportunity and have been provided with the relevant contacts to ensure that a St. Lucian presence is felt during Miami Carnival. The third annual St. Lucia premiere is on the way, and it is set to be the best yet thanks to a partnership with the Bigger Better Network Digicel. The Digicel SPL-T 2019 is powered by the Ministry of Sports.
The Digicel St. Lucia Premier League SPL-T 2019, powered by the Ministry of Sports, has officially been launched, and St. Lucians are being called to come out in full to represent their communities in the third annual local competition. SPL CEO Hassan Yuristeh said this year is shaping out to be even more exciting than the previous two, especially with the defending champions, the South Castries Lions, revving up to defend their title, boasting the likes of Johnson Charles and Andre Fletcher on their team. Digital marketing manager Jamisha Wright said the decision for the company to come on board was relatively easy because of the professional nature of the SPL planning and executing committee.
The SPL T20 is in keeping with our objectives to support and give back to our communities and recognize local talents. You would see we would have upgraded and done a refresh of our branding, and it does feature a lot of local talents. So we are happy, more than happy to be on board with the SPL T20 for 2019 in a very, very big way. Without a doubt, the T20, the SPL, is one of the biggest tournaments in St. Lucia and possibly in the South OACS. We're talking about St. Vincent. I'm from there. I don't know of anything of this nature that promises to deliver what the SPL promises. And what is a fact is that the tournament is the first ever semi-professional tournament of any sport in the OACS that has attracted players from outside of St. Lucia. And
Director of Sports within the Ministry of Sports said the ministry always had a passion for the SPL. However, it was an initiative that they approached cautiously. He said this decision to play a role in the event was well worth it.
Sometimes when shifts come, you don't just jump on like anybody else, and we were treading cautiously because, as you are, or you should be aware, we have 25 national associations that we deal with. And so one has to be very careful in terms of the approach. And what we saw is a product that is worth investing in. We have seen an SPL tournament that has grown by leaps and bounds, and I think last year was phenomenal in terms of the crowd support, in terms of the level of publicity it's got, and we said it's our time. It's our time now. It's time to jump in and to ensure that we are a part of what's going to be maybe the biggest sporting event in the Caribbean in the next 5-10 years, hopefully. And so the ministry wants to be part of it. Of course, I need to indicate that the ministry's involvement is through the National Lotteries Authority, and that's the mandate of National Lotteries Authority to support initiatives like this, and we're very happy that we have come on board to do something like that.
Brian Calix, who is the operations manager of the St. Lucia National Cricket Association, said the SPL buzz is spreading far and fast.
There's a lot of interest starting to build throughout the region, actually, because persons are calling, wanting to find out how they can get their players signed up to the league. So it just shows that the information is getting out there. I mean, we have had requests as far as Bangladesh indicating how persons can come on board. But we are confident that the teams will make the necessary adjustments. As it stands now, it might not be as easy as one might think to sign on the international players. It has nothing to do with the contract fees, I can tell you. It has nothing to do with that. But, you know, the logistics, for example, somebody coming from as far as Bangladesh, you know, there are a couple of things that definitely will be need to be put in place. So having said that, the teams are also in discussions with some of the sub-regional and regional players.
There is over $40,000 up for grabs, with the winning team walking away with $20,000. The team in second position will receive $10,000, third position will receive $6,000, and the team in the fourth position will receive $3,000. The 2-week event commences on May the 24th. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
The international multi-sport event, that is the World Games, will be held in the United Arab Emirates this year. The athletes of the Special Olympics representing St. Lucia traveled on the 5th of March to participate in 3 of the sporting disciplines, namely football, boost, and athletics. Solange Alfred tells us more.
Sports has the ability to break down barriers and include every member of society. This year, the Special Olympic team of St. Lucia consists of a delegation of 25 persons, 18 of which are athletes, 5 coaches, and 2 executives. Special Olympic coach Nigella Favrier Barnett, at a recent press briefing, took time to express her gratitude to the corporate partners who made the trip a reality.
World Games, as you may know, takes place every 4 years. And Summer Games actually takes place every 4 years. And this year, as we said, we're going to Abu Dhabi. I've been with Special Olympics for the past almost 10 years, supporting the group as the bocce coach. And right now we want to say a special thank you to Massey for lending their support to the games and the athletes. And we also want to say a special thank you to the other corporate sponsors as well as the government of St. Lucia who have been supporting us over the years.
On hand was Divisional Head of Marketing and Corporate Communications Manager at Massey Stores, Soraya Best, who articulated the role that Massey Stores has played in ensuring that the Special Olympic team is able to compete on a global level.
As always, Massey Stores is happy to be part of the team's overall planning, the team's overall success. Over the last few years, we have lent support to the organization to help with the costs of travel, etc., for the various team members. Special Olympics is, in fact, very dear to us. We are very inspired by the athletes who put their all in order to participate in those games. Truly, it is a testimony of commitment, of perseverance, of, going against the odds. And that is why, as a company, we're always very happy to assist with, helping them to go overseas.
Captain of the Special Olympic team, Troy Isidore, urged the public to support the team. He also thanked everyone who has shown their support to the athletes thus far.
I'd like to thank Massey for the wonderful donation and the support. Also, I'd like St. Lucia to be supportive of our group. We are actually leaving on the 5th of March, which is on Tuesday, to go play World Games. And your support and your love would be appreciated as much as the group is leaving. And thanks to everybody that's giving out and reaching out to us and keeping in touch with us and helping our group spread out, and the volunteers. We really appreciate it all. Thanks to the coaches and everyone, the teammates as well. So we are going out again to see if we're going to win our second gold medal in a row this year in Abu Dhabi.
The Special Olympics fosters inclusion and looks to change the lives of people with intellectual disabilities. Officials of the Special Olympics in St. Lucia encourage the support of members of society as they embark on their sporting journey. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Solange Alfred.
Thank you, Solange. Tennyson Glasgow is up next with the sports news.